Check my ice cream. Peace, family. Peace, family. Give me a minute. Just waiting for you.
Snuffs to the rockets. For the love of the chopsticks. Ran up for the plug and I pop shit.
Quarantine block party. Quarantine block party. Woo, woo. Athletic field. Moving with serpents. Woo. Al Roker. Hey, the form for Rollo. We made it rain and we burnt money. Bentley truck, interior burnt honey. Anyway. Hey. We should have had a block party now that I think about it. For the 4th of July, being that niggas is quarantined, somebody should throw an Instagram block party, man. Just put the speakers on outside and let that shit light up. What you think about that? Yeah. I think that's a move right there. Today, out of all days, today, the 4th of July, today is a day in history. Today is a day in history for many reasons. Let's get into it. Let's begin to catalog the historical markers or the days that we all are living through, right? Because things be happening and life is going so fast that nobody sits back and analyzes the magic of the days. Today is a powerful day. Let's just start out like saying that Minister Farrakhan's speech, that made this day a historical day, right? That's one thing. Two, I'm driving around and what you knew as the 4th of July is no longer, right? There was never a year in my 44 years that the 4th of July was dead. That's today. Another thing, there's an alignment today. I don't remember that happening before. You dig? I know why your husband might be hating hard. It's understandable. You know what I'm talking about? So today is a very powerful day. So we're gonna, it's popping in Vegas? Okay. Well, keep in mind, yeah, we're going to talk about 1244. Talk black to me. Keep in mind, right? You might be in Vegas. You might be in El Segundo. I'm in New England, right? I'm on the motherfucking grid where this whole shit's supposed to have started. I'm in New England and I'm not with Cam Newton. I'm where the whole shit started. I am in New England, where they got the Patriots, where they had the Constitution and all of these things. And it's dead. Yeah, you got a few people barbecuing, but the spirit, this is a spiritual war. You've been put on notice. For those who don't listen to when your brothers talk to you, you need to hear it from people that you need to hear it from. This is a spiritual war. Right? So, when you in a spiritual war, you should pay attention to the spirit of things. How do you know when your team is scoring? Because the spirit changes. And it switches. Now there's a spirit. It's just not the spirit that our people were used to being under. There's a new spirit here. The new spirit of the 4th of July is a spirit of black empowerment, melanated empowerment, Moorish empowerment. You pick the fucking title, you pick the whatever name you want to give it, you go for it. Right? That's the spirit that replaced the red, white, and blue. This spirit that replaced it is a power spirit, a quantum, galactical, dark matter, you know, melanated, carbonated spirit. Corona rising, yeah. Red summer. Corona rising. The sun is kissing you now, right? There's a heat wave everywhere. Remember, for those who pay attention, right? My KT aliens. There was a moon that we were preparing you for. I did a YouTube show and it was called The Hot Moon. Can I get a fax? And I was saying that I'm not a farmer, fam. I don't read the almanac. I don't even have that much of a green thumb. Well, I do have a green thumb, but it's not that green. I was like, yo, right after this moon is gonna be hot. This is the hot moon, right? And this shit is about to heat up. Where I'm at, it didn't get that. I mean, it's been, relatively, it got hotter. But in places in the South, oh my goodness, where I just came from in Florida, Miami to be exact, they do not want you to be outside because of that sun, man. Please understand what I'm saying. That sun is a different kind of sun. This shit, I could not open my eyes, family. I was walking on the beach. It was smacking me in my peripherals. I had glasses like this on. I didn't have sunglasses. I literally had to close my eyes. The sun was so disrespectful. Right? The ocean felt like a hot tub. Corona rising. Anybody who been in the ocean know what I'm talking about. This shit feel like a hot tub. And you could walk mad far into the ocean. Right? My brother in Bashir, They walked mad far. I didn't go that far, but I was far. And the Son, which is the Father, right? The principle that I'm utilizing is a metaphysical principle, right? But you can apply it. You could spread that butter across many pieces of toast, of daily bread, meaning that you could be in multiple schools of thought and knowledge, and it all checks out. You could be into Islam, you could be into Kemet, you could be into a bunch of things. You could be from Peru, my nigga, and you into sun god worshiping. It's all the same. The Son is the Father. Correct? And the planets would be the feminine aspect. That's the earth. That's the feminine aspect that the Son, he gives birth to things on the earth through his sun rays, which would be equivalent to sperm raining down on you. Right? Squids. Remember the Watchmen? You remember the attack of the fucking squids? Huh? What do you think your egg is looking at when them niggas is coming down like that? Huh? I hit you with the Dick Gregory on this Black 4th of July. You know, because people don't give none of our ancestors any credit. They're not invoking their names. They're not pointing their fucking work out like, oh yeah, that's coming from the ancestor realm. That was a no look. You know what I'm talking about? That was an Odell Beckham one-handed fucking catch. They're not like, yo, that's Dick Gregory's work. They're not like, yo, that's Sabi's work. They're not saying that's Dr. Africa's work. That's Hafiz Muhammad's work, right? Right? I kept his name alive, and I'm very glad that Minister Farrakhan gave him his martyr status and he said his name, because I didn't hear a lot of Muslims saying his name. That's a fact. That's a factory. That's a facsimile. You understand? That's a Fizna'in, my niggas. There's people with bigger platforms that did not invoke his name, right? You're not living out the motherfucking ritual. You're not obeying the motherfucking covenant. We supposed to be Africans. We supposed to be whatever. We supposed to be galactical. We supposed to be all of these things. But we're not honoring the ring of power. We're not giving them they did not say Credo Mutwa's name. They did not say Baba Kalindi's name. You understand what I'm saying to you? They had a Revolt Health is Wealth Summit with P. Diddy. They did not invoke Dr. Africa's name, and he got martyred during the coronavirus. His fucking work, the shit that his intellectual property is priceless. This shit is museum worthy at this point. There was a grand ritual that took place. There was an ascension protocol of some elders that took place during that window. It took place within like a 2-week span, and nobody is invoking them. I am. I know I'm invoking them. I'm playing their lectures. If anybody paid to watch any of these lectures that I do on Zoom, you've seen all of my work. You know that I'm hailing them up. You know that I'm hailing them up. You know that I'm obeying the law. You know that I'm following the pillar ritual. I'm putting in my work, bro. You dig what I'm saying? Let's not get into the whole, let's not even get into the speech. I'll save that for later. No, fuck it. Let's get into it right now. The red and the blue star, okay? The red and the blue star. The red and the blue star Kachina. There's no such thing as a coincidence. Stop playing with me. You understand what I'm saying? There's no coincidences in this universe. Minister, what time is it? It's 12:44. Stop playing with me. That's the same time that the eclipse, that the lunar eclipse is coming in. Family, at 12:44, go on Blue Pill's page. She's been trying to show you this. All of the work that I was doing, all of the heavy lifting is being solidified. He went right at the neck of who I've been going after, the small hats, who certain people, they fucking turning the other cheek. Which way did he go? They don't want to look these people in their eyes and reveal what needs to be revealed. That these are the culprits. Can you talk sense already? That these are the culprits. The culprits, the ones who are working against us as a race of people, who are always in the room with us, who are always cutting checks to black people, they're always your lawyers, so they always in your ears. They're your agents, so they always booking you, right? And putting you in different places in different rooms. They're your financial advisors, so they're always running through your money. They know all they're directing your finances and chipping it off to Israel, right? They're fighting your cases for you, so they have the fate of you in their hands when they broker your life away to judges and attorneys, right? And to finish it all off, these are your doctors. Who's underneath the white coat? Talk black to me. Who's underneath the white coat? Who's greeting you in these hospitals? What's the names on these hospitals? Huh? Who are these wings named after? You know who it is. So when Farrakhan said what he said, you have to understand the dexterity of it all. You have to understand what he's saying. If you were a rapper and you heard what he said today, that has to register as an action item. There's some you're gonna have to do some sitting down. You're gonna have to make some decisions about how you move in these rooms full of vultures, because he let you know who the op was. You gotta ponder on if you're gonna still be tied into these contracts where they own your images and they own your name and they own your publishing and they own your body. Look at what Eazy-E daughter brought to light. Even though they have things about that's his 12th daughter, regardless of the fact, she revealed that as a result of his contract, the family, the blood, they don't have no say whatsoever in the royalties that are being earned, right, from Meg Thee Stallion remixing his song, or for anytime they play NWA or Eazy-E, anytime they spread that goddamn pestilence through the airwaves, they don't get paid for that. Jerry Heller gets paid for it. Jerry Heller and the people who own that contract, they the ones who cash out. So we have a conflict of interest just in Black America, because the majority of the people that are you calling your leaders, that are in front of you, that you put your trust in, that you are waiting for them to do something with all of the funds that they've collected, over the decades. And the majority of these organizations, the board, not forget who they got in the front office, the board, the people who are running things, these people are deeply ingrained in what you know as the old black society, right? Because we're in a new world, right? For all you people screaming New World Order, yeah, nigga, this is the New World Order that's going to come out of the chaos. There's going to be a new world with order, right? And you're in the throes of it. So what Farrakhan is saying, in so many ways, I'll be able to unpack it with other scholars, right? I'm sure I hope the thought pieces have begun to get written, because the lecture that he gave today, or the speech that he gave, right, is going to be critiqued, picked apart, what I do want people to do when they're doing that is to do a fact-finding mission to everything that he was saying. Go check out the facts. You know, go do your research. Go do your research. Because everybody's in school on 4th of July. Everybody was in school that I know. You know, it don't have to be everybody. Enough of us were in school, because this ain't an everybody thing. Don't ever think that I'm trying to be an everybody person, because everybody ain't everybody. Then earlier this week I put up a post and it showed what you need to know, so we could stop the speculation, so we could stop the slander, right? We could stop the hate. Everything that we've been doing to Cuba, right? We could cease and desist with that. Why? Because on June the 20th, I believe it was June the 20th, in the calendar year of 2020, archaeologists discovered, right off of the coast of Cuba, not an underwater pyramid, right? Let's not be so short-minded. Not an underwater pyramid. They discovered an underwater city of pyramids. And they discovered what they declared, right? With Western, because people, you know, they, definitely save this live. People be like, yo, save this live while I'm doing the live. If you hear calls to save the live, get to saving it. Because nobody ever has emailed me no live that I've done. Not about one of them. But scientists, because people, they let what the scientists or what the Europeans say, they let that stick as God. So let that shit stick this time. What they said was that they discovered Atlantis. Right? Right off of the coast of Cuba. Right? And when you look at the sonogram, I'm trying to find it for y'all. Got so many damn posts. When you look at the sonogram of it, it looks like an actual, like everything looks like it falls right in. And it in Cuba just happened to be a part of Atlantis, or a part of that whole, because there was the calamity was so huge. It wasn't just that part, right? Talk black to me. Talk to me, y'all. Right? Pyramids discovered underwater off the coast of Cuba. Right? Huh? Look at that. So you see this section, even with Barbados and all of that, all of these places that are now paradise, that are named after these Romans and whatnot, and these invaders. You dig what I'm saying? But also had, and some of the most beautiful people, some beautiful people come from there, right? Well, these places are paradise, right? These places are paradise. These places, right? Need to be opened up. When you understand what Cuba really is, then you understand the hate, you know, that they have for the Cubans who are not underneath the quote-unquote foot of these conquistadors. You dig what I'm saying? And these foreigners. No, the Cuba that I'm speaking of, and the Cuba that will greet you when you go there, is an African Cuba. The Cuba that I was introduced to when I was just in Miami is not an African Cuba. That's not an African Cuba. And they don't got love for Atlantis, nor do they got love for African Cuba. So by opening up, wait, we got a Karen in here? Okay, let the Karen live. Is it not the 4th of July? Do we not play volleyball on the 4th of July? Toss her around. Play volleyball with Karen. You know what I'm talking about? Let's play volleyball. Let's spike her a few times. So anyway, look at this shit. Karen wouldn't make it in Atlantis. You know what I'm talking about? So the pyramids discovered underwater might be Atlantis. Oh, that was June the 4th. Where are the astrologers setting up on days like this the events? I'm not judging you, but I'm saying that there's going to be an overhauling of the promoter industry because people are not doing their parts. They're not doing their parts. There's no such thing as a shutdown America. Fuck is you saying? Niggas could have been 100,000 deep on top of a mountain somewhere. We supposed to have been somewhere. This should not be the pillars' jobs. And the pillars are always pulling up with you know what I'm saying, on these constellational lineups and stuff. I mean, God damn it. We might as well get the fucking belt. Tell Karen, do not let me go outside. Right now, I'm inside the crib with the motherfucking light on. If I go outside and the sun hits my phone, she might spontaneously combust. She might burn up while she's on this motherfucking live. Tell Karen to put some suntan lotion on while she's on this live because this shit is lit. You know? So it's just revelation after revelation after revelation after revelation. But it's just also at the same time, it's just alignment after alignment after alignment after alignment. You had the January alignment. Then you had the April, the 4-4 alignment. Then you had all of these moons that have been aligning. Now you got all of these eclipses. Now you got today at 12:44, the same time that Farrakhan said. What is the universe saying? Fuck what Bill Gates is saying. Forget what these humans are saying. You get so caught up in these humans. This is not about them. They are simply watching this shit go down the same way everybody else is. Remember, we're on prime time. Don't worry about it. This is the whole world is watching. This is the Truman Show. You can't hide God. You know what I'm talking about? The whole world is witnessing the changing of the guards. The whole world. So don't ever, you know what I mean? The Karens, the Susans, the Beckys, you know what I'm talking about? You know, Gwyneth Paltrow, all of them is gonna witness the divine coming of ages. And they know that they've arrived. They know the times are here. Because keep in mind, like I said, this is what you keep your mind on. It's this heavens are taking, this shit is going on in the heavens. This is what did they say in your Bible? It's on levels of higher principalities, my nigga. It's planetary. This levels to this shit. This is taking place on terra firma that no man, no heart motherfucker, nothing. You niggas have you've given the white man power to say, oh nah, he turned the sun around. That's HARP. I hate you niggas. For real. You know what I'm talking about? The government did something with the sun? Really? They turned the sun around? No. That's us. Yo, the light ships, man. Dude, That's an advanced drone. No, nigga. No. That's not that. It's some things going on. The sun is exploding. There's ships. Look at this shit. Family. There's ships. Right? Cuba is sacred. So by Farrakhan even saying what he said, look, that's how, you know, that's in perfect alignment. The UFO is 3 times bigger than the Earth. This is from NASA. This ain't speculation. This is not speculation. You know what I'm talking about? This is not speculation, bro. This is real life. So look at this. Patents show, right? How your systems could be, you know, your minds are being manipulated by these wizards, right? Who controls media? Who controls the music? Who controls the movies, right? This is what Farrakhan is trying to explain to you. You are making covenants with some people who are a little more advanced than the average in levels of what they do with their wizardry. It's not people that say, oh, it's wicked. Nigga, it's wizardry. It's wizardry. And it's done with wicked purposes. But it's wizardry. It's modern day wizardry. These are engineers. These people are reverse engineering some shit that been here since time immemorial. Right? So the nervous system manipulation bioelectromagnetic. So people are being manipulated and they're being influenced and they're being affected by what it is that they're seeing on the internet. What it is that they're seeing in the... Should I go live with the troll? I'm not going to go live with her. I was about to click. I kicked it out, but I was about to click go live with Tiffany Karen or Donna Karen. If I go live with Donna Karen, y'all going to have to excuse me when I turn into Dave Chappelle on their ass. Okay? So, the proof, right? The proof. To not just say speculatory, to not just say, oh, because somebody is anti-Semite, which is no such thing if you're not even a Semite. What we're saying is we're indicting you for being anti-Kimite, right? You're being anti-Kimites. You dig? You're an anti-Kimite. So you're against the Kemetic ones. And that's a fact. That's a super fact. Is my brother Chaka Balls in the building? Where he at? No. Somebody say go live. No, I gave it a boot. It's too late. I already kicked the ass out. It was a long, you know. But I saw her go live. I'll do that. If she pop back up, I'll go live with her and eat her food. I'll grill her ass for the 4th of July. As a matter of fact, if there's a Susan or Karen in the live right now, please come on live with me so I could put you on the grill. You know what I'm talking about? I could put you on a motherfucking grill and cook your flavorless ass for these motherfuckers to see and send your ass up to the motherfucking gods. I want to feed the gods in Cuba. So could one of you motherfuckers please go live with me so I could cook you on this 4th of July? Please. I'm begging you. You know what I'm talking about? And I don't beg a lot. I just feel like cooking one of you niggas. You know, not an ally. You niggas stay in your fucking room. Stay in your room, allies. Yeah, come back, Tiffany. I summon you. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all deserve some shit like that. You know, because of the fucking COVID, niggas couldn't get their tofu turkey and all of the shit that they wanted to eat on the 4th of July. So the best thing that I could give you after watching Minister Farrakhan cook these niggas is a Karen or two on the grill. Because keep in mind, you know what I'm talking about? That's what we used to do back in the days. Somebody said focus. I am focused. I am focused. But there's a moon coming up tonight. Please, let me feed my gods. Y'all do what you do the way that you do it on the 4th of July. Let me feed my gods, please. Yeah, Farrakhan was definitely dripping. You know, Farrakhan was definitely dripping. You know what I'm talking about? I don't think y'all understand the paradigm shift that has taken place. There's no fear. There's no explanation to anything. There's no more of that. That's out the window. Them days are over. You got to stand on your motherfucking truth, like he said. Speak truth to these motherfuckers. I got a lot of people to speak the truth to, so if y'all worried about me roasting a Karen on the 4th of July, then you might as well unfollow me, because shit is about to get turned up in these woods out here. I gotta stand on my truth. It's a lot of niggas around me that's willing to sit down and pee. You know what I'm talking about? But I gotta stand on my truth, because to be honest with you, I'm not holding hands across America. I'm not being friendly with none of these woke niggas. I'm not trying to make friends. I'm not trying to be known by nobody. I don't want to take pictures with niggas. You feel me? I'm just on a different frequency right now. You know? Because I'm seeing how niggas turn goofy when they get around goofy niggas. And that's not my motherfucking aspirations in life. You know what I'm talking about? And to be honest with you, it's a lot of woke niggas out there that's they already got infractions against them. Them niggas supposed to be, you know what I mean, in the fucking infirmary. There's a lot of niggas running around with secret indictments that's gonna get unsealed one day, because there's a lot of violators out there. And to be honest with you, this whole victimhood consciousness shit and this woke shit is bringing everybody closer. You know what I mean? Like, we supposed to sit in a room and fucking and carve up Black America. You know what I'm saying? The Berlin Conference, how to carve up Black America with the woke niggas, because that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. They're carving niggas up. They're carving up Black America. They're carving up the black world. Because woke is a marketplace. I didn't say it. You said it. Woke is a marketplace. That's the only thing that it is. It's a fucking marketplace. It's a place to sell things. That's what woke is. It's a business. Consciousness, that's different. That's why the woke niggas don't know nothing about consciousness. They be like, yo, what about red and blue pill? They're like, who? What are you talking about? They're like, before Sabi even had the fucking trailer. They're like, what about Dr. Sabi? They're like, what? Who? Before the corona, niggas is like, yo, what about sea moss? They're like, huh? You mean Irish moss? You know, so as this shit becomes trendier, it's becoming more dangerous. It's becoming more debased. It's becoming more saturated. It's becoming more watered down. It's losing its fucking bite. It's losing its purpose. Real talk. And guess who's coming in? The same wizards that Farrakhan is warning you about. Because the woke community is controlled by those wizards. The whole woke marketplace, they're all being, the fucking checks that niggas is cut, they're all being cut by a Berg, a Stein, or one of these people that Farrakhan is trying to warn you about. They contracted to these niggas. If these niggas got podcasts and they signed up to like Spotify or Sirius and shit like that, you know, a lot of these people are owned by contract. And then a lot of other people, they part of charities and organizations. And who's at the board? Remember what they try to do to Tamika Mallory when she did the Women's March. And she got the whole idea of the Women's March from where? The Million Man March. And then she started the for the rights of women, right? And what did they make her do? They said, you need to denounce Louis Farrakhan. You need to denounce the Louis Farrakhan anti-Semitism, anti-Jewish, anti-LBGT. They said all of that. And she was like, no, I'm not going to do it. And they were like, you're going to do it. She was like, I'm not. And they was like, who else is not going to do it? And there was like 2 other women. And they was like, guess what? We're taking your march from you and we getting rid of you. What did she do? She had to step down. Did anybody ever ask Donald Trump to denounce anybody? Did anybody ever ask any white person that you know to denounce anybody? I never even heard your allies publicly. They haven't said a list of names, corporations, brands, and people that they've denounced. I've never heard no shit. They react to shit, but they never denounce niggas on the spot. Like how they had Obama do Reverend Wright and Minister Farrakhan. I don't, maybe I missed that one. You know what I'm talking about? Maybe I was meditating that day. I'm talking about every day before when they pull up in the fucking Uber, right? Or they pull up in a zip car. When they get out the car, you supposed to be like, yo, where's your list? Like how the gods used to have niggas do the science of the day. Where's your list of pilgrims that you denounce? Say the names. I denounce George Washington. Well, give me the dollars then. I denounce Benjamin Franklin. Well, then give me the dollars then. Give me the 100. I denounce Andrew Jackson. Well, give me the 20s. I denounce Ben and Jerry. You got to make them denounce. And I'm not even talking about the easy names. Because somebody brought to my attention that we beating up on Confederates. The Confederates have become the punching bags. The Confederates have become the fall guys. The Confederates have become the quote unquote that's the front. You know when they go to war and they send the infantry, they send the dun niggas in first to get bodied, right? The Confederates are the lackeys, right? They're not letting you get at the motherfucking big dogs. They're not letting you get at the big dogs. They're not letting you get at the big dogs of their egregores. They're not letting you get at their American gods. They're not letting you get at their American gods. They're not letting you hit those with the rocks. They're giving up the Confederates. We got a live on YouTube tonight with Ross Ben. KTL Radio with Red and Blue Pill and Ross Ben. I need y'all to tap in because we're going to keep on with the prophecy. You know what I mean? If you Google or if you saw the Ross Ben episode in January on Know the Ledge Media, right on YouTube, I don't have to say anything. I don't got to say a word. All I got to say is press play and prepare, have a book with you and compare everything that happened that he said in that episode to where we at in the midpoint of 2020. We're at the countdown right now. What a fucking year to be alive. You are going to see things on the countdown that you never deemed possible. Prepare to be surprised. Corona rising. This is all Nipsey's work. Hold on. Come on, y'all. People forgot this speech right here. People forgot this speech right here. That's just to show you how much has been going on, right? What we saw with Farrakhan today is part. Yeah. What we seen from Farrakhan today is part 2 of what we saw. He started the conversation. He set it off. The whole Nipsey Hussle coronation, right? That was it right there. The whole Nipsey shit. Yeah, shout out. This is the American Gods lecture. Shout out to everybody that was in class for this. I know you was blown away. Hold on. Where's the volume at?
A brother from the hood that never really.
He went in on this with the blue star, red star, Kachina.
I saw that picture of my brother Ermias with wings, and I saw him soaring above the hood. Some saw him and said, "Where he going? Is he ever going to come back?" And sometimes when you can fly above the circumstances of your life, it produces envy and enmity and jealousy among those who have not yet learned how to fly.
How to fly. I believe I could fly.
Ermias was more than a hip-hop artist. He was a voice, was a brilliant mind, and the Spirit of God was in his life. And so as I was coming here today, riding in the car, I thought of the swallows that fly from Capistrano.
Capistrano.
And they always come back. And I thought of the numbers that fly away. These swallows, small bird, but the face, the wings and back of that bird, the color is blue. And on the head is red.
He let them colors, baby.
And the breast is a combination of cinnamon. And I said to myself, coming here, God, what sign are you showing me in the life of my brother? I never knew him like you know him. But I know him because he comes from God to make a statement in this world that will live into the next world.
Real quick. This reality that we're living in, this world that we're living in, what would Nipsey do? Think about it. After his ascension, this shit started to accelerate. It began to change. The veils began to be lifted. The books that he had all of hip hop start to read, those books began to come true. The videos that he recommended, the teachings that he recommended of Sabi, those began to manifest and take true. Ascension protocol. Things began to shift. His name is called God Has Risen. God has risen. He was a Messiah. His messianic energy changed things. I'm talking about he woke people up, and motherfuckers have not necessarily gone back to sleep ever since that day. They're being continuously woken up and woken up and woken up and woken up. That is how you wake up the motherfucking sleeping giants. Don't make it about you. Don't make it about conspiracy. This shit's spiritual, right? This is a spiritual war. That is the raising of the fucking hearts and the minds of the people. That's all that matters. You look too deep into dumb shit. You're looking too deep into the wrong things because you are babies in this shit. You are fucking freshmen, and I get it. But I'm letting you know, this is about the waking up of our people by any means necessary. These niggas are hip hop. It's going to happen through the culture. So the ascension of Nipsey is a fucking catalyst to the consciousness, along with a whole bunch of other things. But think back from this fucking time that you saw this man speaking up into today, when he dropped the shit that he dropped. This gonna open up a whole nother portal, and you're gonna be revealed a whole nother fucking you can't imagine what's gonna come as a result of the portals that this man opened up by opening up his mouth and speaking to millions of us. today, on the 4th of July. The veils that were lifted, he fulfilled a role. He don't gotta be your leader. He don't gotta be my leader. But he could be the man who I used to listen to when some of y'all were in diapers. Right? Babies. And we were with the wolves. Matter of fact, I'm with Nas Blicky's father, Will I Am. We on the road doing what we do. Getting it the Brooklyn way. Listening, I'm with Birdo. Shout out to Birdo. I'm with Junior. These are all different people. And what do we listen to calm our savagery? Minister Farrakhan cassette tapes. We couldn't judge him because our hands were so dirty. We wasn't worried about none of that. We could not judge him. Even if his hands was dirty, we knew our hands were dirty. But he provided the balance when we were in these streets. Way before I met consciousness and I knew about a lot of things. I knew about, Dr. Sabi was there. We knew everything, but Farrakhan has been in the picture as an elder. Meaning that everything that elders do, you're not going to agree with. Everything that an elder do, you're not necessarily, held accountable to follow. Especially if you're not related. You said who? Birdo? Birdo from East 18th and Flatbush. Right? Yeah, Bezo. Shout out to Bezo. Panna is his brother. You got to be like Apocalypto or Jaguar Paul when you identify people. You know what I'm talking about? But that's accurate because I'm putting it on the record that's one of the day ones. Matter of fact, he's one of my enlighteners who used to show us VHS tapes of, the Illuminati stuff. When that shit was completely prohibited in the hood. That was completely taboo. I'm talking about you had to really hide to watch video VHS tapes back in the days. That shit was like, it was almost like watching Faces of Death. So this man has been a messenger. I eat what I eat and I spit out the bones. Khalid Muhammad was a messenger. Dr. York was a messenger. They raised up the goons. The goony fucking go-go's. You understand? I'm talking about the dinosaurs, the monsters. The niggas who shook the pillars of New York. The real OGs. The real gods. Anybody from the 80s going into 2000. If you're from New York, give me a fire emoji if you know what I'm talking about. The fucking dinosaurs. All of them were influenced by the master teachers who y'all are influenced by now, and you just getting into this shit. These niggas, that was their foundation, bro. They were deeper than us. They were deeper than us. Do the fucking knowledge on niggas like the niggas who was influencing the Wu-Tang Clan. Not the Wu-Tang Clan. The niggas who they were influenced by. If you love you some 50 cents, do the research on the fucking God who he is named after. And find out who he was being influenced by. Who was he studying? Because all of the super tough gangsters had a Dr. York manual in their pocket at one point. They have ties to something street conscious because that was the wave in the 70s. That was the wave in the 80s. This shit is not new. You cannot be so fucking arrogant to walk around with your nose up in the air with your patchouli oil smelling ass and your brand new name that you Googled to put on Facebook like this is some shit that you created. And I'm here to let you know that no, it's these niggas that went to sleep. These niggas is running around like they're just getting the knowledge. No, they had it in the fucking 80s and in the 70s. Don't let them lie to you. You know what I'm talking about? Don't let them lie to you. They put it down. They put it down, and they picked up the motherfucking cross. They picked up the Jesus piece. These niggas picked up crosses. These niggas picked up crack pipes. These niggas picked up rainbow flags. These niggas picked up all kind of shit, fam. You know what I'm talking about? And then a lot of them became parents, and a lot of them just, they still working. They still working. They still active. They still active, but do not get it fucked up. I'm talking about Chicago. I'm talking about Jeff Fort days. Where the fuck do you think that comes from? Who the fuck do you think those people were? And what do you think they knew? When you go into Philadelphia, even with Junior Mafia, even with El Rukin and whatnot, even with Larry, or what are you talking about? The 5 and the 6. What are you saying? What are you saying? There's no separation. This shit is a continuum. It's a fucking vein. It's a vein. Tap into it. It is an energy. It's a stream. It's a stream. You niggas is wild docile, and I'm here to let you know. It's a stream. Street consciousness. The same shit that they showed you in Godfather of Harlem. How are the ancestors working for you niggas? Professor Smalls put that together. That's his work, my nigga. He cooked that. He's a priest. He helped cook that. They showed you what? Bumpy Johnson is the streets. He's the muscle, right? He's the streets. You understand? He's the fucking activity. He's the niggas. He's the cleanup crew. What did he do? He was cleaning niggas up. And what was Malcolm? Malcolm was the fucking mind. Malcolm was the mind. All is mind. Malcolm was the fucking brain trust. Malcolm was intelligentsia. Malcolm was the think tank. The nation and all of that. That's the think tank. That was the consciousness meets the streets. The marriage, when it happens, when it's a chemical romance, when it happens, when there's a good marriage, right? You will witness growth and development. You will witness community revolutionaries in progress. Brotherly love overriding oppression. What are you talking about? And everybody can't do that. I'm built for that. You know what I'm talking about? My brother is built for that. Everybody's not built for that. And that bridge that's being built is a bridge like look at what happened today. The streets was paying attention. The hood with the trenches was saluting. The fuck is you saying? The time is running out on this. We're doing a live tonight on YouTube with Ross Ben. Tap in, me and Blue Pill. We going up. Corona rising. You already know what it is. Corona motherfucking rising. Blue Pill and AA Rashid got a lecture coming up. Go to the Eventbrite. Go to his link in his bio and click on that. That's gonna be legendary. Y'all heard AA Rashid on the Griselda album, right? Legend. Peace.